Hello everybody, I am Keaton and this is Kid Catholic Season 11, Episode 2. Now I do need to give a little bit of a warning before we get into this week's video. This video is going to be a little heavier. It's going to be a lot heavier, I would say, when it comes to topic, and might not be for younger children. So if you're a parent watching it with your kid, then you might want to go ahead and watch it beforehand just to see if you'll let them. Just a fair warning, this isn't exactly going to be a kid-specific video. And this is something that has come up recently, and it's honestly really just disgusting and gross to talk about. I'm not going to show anything. I'm not going to show any videos or anything, but the link to the article will be in the description below if you want to go and see more about it. Basically, what we have is a university experimenting on aborted baby parts, and the funding being directly linked to the federal government and specifically to Dr. Fauci. This isn't a sort of biased, opinionated video. I'm just taking what the article says and what the video shows, because there's a whole video behind this, and explaining it here because there is a ton backing this. This isn't something that's just completely, totally out there. It's the University of Pittsburgh, and the University of Pittsburgh is quoted as this from the narrator in the video. I just want to quote this. Quote, "The University of Pittsburgh is a hub for some of the most barbaric experiments carried out on late-term aborted human infants, experiments funded by the United States government. At the same time, the university sponsors the local Planned Parenthood abortion businesses in what looks like an illegal quid pro quo for fetal body parts." It is essentially explaining that the Planned Parenthood gives the aborted baby parts to the University of Pittsburgh for experimentation. And this isn't something new. This isn't like Pittsburgh University was just doing this recently. There is video recounts of something that took place at the University of Pittsburgh School of Medicine in 1952 of experiments taking place on a born alive baby. So many experiments being done until the baby was killed. This was in 1952, and then 70 years later, it's still keeping up today at the University of Pittsburgh. So I feel like this needs a ton of attention because it is extraordinarily barbaric, it is extraordinarily sinful, it is extraordinarily disgusting to even think about that any human being has within their capability the capacity to do something that's this disgusting and this sad. And there is action that you and I can take in order to stop this. A big one is to call Pennsylvania state representatives to essentially demand answers and accountability from both Planned Parenthood and the University of Pittsburgh, because both of those are guilty here. We need some sort of accountability. It has been brought before, legislators, representatives before, but it hasn't made nearly as much ground as it should have. So if we get enough of us to sort of speak out against this, then that's what we can ultimately do to stop it. Obviously, another big one is prayer. The most that we can do for the people who are conducting these experiments, for the people who are participating in something this disgusting, is to pray for them, because at the end of the day, they definitely need it. Now, I want to go a little deeper into this. The report links the funding to the university's operation to a large grant from U.S. COVID-19, who's sort of been the main doctor for the face of the COVID-19 pandemic, who is Dr. Anthony Fauci at the National Institute of Health. A lot of this has been funded by the National Institute of Health directly through taxpayers. And the video is produced by the Center of Medical Progress. It's not like some random dude just decided to make a conspiracy theory video. It is an actual report from the Center for Medical Progress, CMP for short. 6-minute video. It's released in conjunction with the pro-life hero and CMP founder, David Daleiden. And it is so powerful to watch. Again, I'll link the video in the description down below. But guys, this is something that has to bring attention to it, because we're past the point of millions of babies get killed through abortion. Millions do. It is the largest form of mass genocide that Earth has ever seen, and it's normal, and it's normalized, and it's encouraged in today's society. So much so that experiments on literal it's disgusting to even think about. I don't want to even say it. Experiments on dead babies, and their excuse is to experiment on the immune system. Really not necessary when you have these babies being illegally taken or given. Again, the details are fuzzy and messy directly from Planned Parenthood abortion clinics. And this isn't something new. It took place 70 years ago. In fact, last December, LifeSite reported that the University of Pittsburgh had been conducting medical research by grafting scalps from aborted babies onto rodents. That's how disgusting this is. Like, that's how inhumane and barbaric it gets. There are more details too that I don't even want to say on this channel. But again, I highly recommend that you go and look at this article. And it is just the most barbaric and disgusting, inhumane thing, and it's something that's going on in our society today. We often think about inhumane, barbaric things as something of the past, of something that we've moved from, when in reality, it is still very prevalent today, and it is very prevalent at the University of Pittsburgh and within Planned Parenthood, and we need answers. We need answers. We need an explanation. We need to know why this is going on. Even with abortion being legal, something like this is still illegal. Like, it's not like this is just okay. It's still against the law no matter what. And the fact that nothing is being done about it right now makes it even more morally disgusting. We need accountability from the University of Pittsburgh, and we need accountability from Planned Parenthood on why this is taking place, why this is happening in the first place, and why it's been going on for 70 years and nothing has been done about it. Before abortion was even legal, right? It was still happening. Abortion is a moral wrong. It's morally disgusting. It should be outlawed in any case in this country. We know that as Catholics. It's a part of the teaching of the Catholic Church. This isn't just my opinion flowing, right? It is the actual stance of the Catholic Church as well. And it is so important that we put a stop to whatever this is that the University of Pittsburgh is doing, taking these human babies and experimenting on them as if they're objects. It's disgusting. It's sad. And we need to pray for them. But we also need to call Pennsylvania state representatives. I don't live in Pennsylvania. Even if you don't live in Pennsylvania, it's something that needs to be done about it. So now that the topic is done, do you all know what it's time for now? It's time for
the Saint of the Week.
And today's Saint of the Week is St. John Fisher. Now, St. John Fisher's story is pretty incredible, and he oftentimes gets associated with St. Thomas More. I'm kind of surprised I haven't done him for a Saint of the Week in the past, but he was a big 15th to 16th century saint. He was a big European theologian, and he was asked to judge the validity of Henry VIII's marriage because Henry VIII wanted to divorce his wife and marry someone else, and this is pretty famous historical thing that happened. But it was St. John Fisher who defended the validity of his first marriage, basically saying, like, no, you can't get divorced. Your first marriage was valid. And this caused King Henry VIII to be extraordinarily enraged. And he ended up murdering St. John Fisher, as St. John Fisher was brutally murdered and martyred for what he did for standing up. Now, the reason that I chose him for today's saint is because it can be hard for us to stand up sometimes, to stand up against the evil of what the University of Pittsburgh is doing, to stand up against the evil of what Planned Parenthood is doing, because Planned Parenthood, University of Pittsburgh, both of those are so well known and so encouraged in today's society. Planned Parenthood is considered a great women's organization when it's really just not. It commits mass genocide on a day-to-day basis. And so standing up against those things can be very difficult. Now, it probably won't mean death for us like it did St. John Fisher, right? However, it could mean getting judged, maybe getting verbally scolded, maybe getting insulted online, right? Whatever it might be. St. John Fisher was willing to go out of his way and defend what the Catholic Church teaches. He said, no, this is what the Catholic Church teaches. This is how it is. He didn't care if it was a king or not, right? And it's similar in a sense that we know what the Catholic Church teaches. We know that abortion is wrong in all cases, and so we shouldn't give in to society. Because if we're a true practicing Catholic, then we're pro-life. That's just how it is. If we are a true practicing Catholic, then we are pro-life. And St. John Fisher is a great example of someone who stood by the Catholic Church, no matter what people thought of it, and that is something that we need to do as well. And anytime we feel like we're struggling with that, we can always look to St. John Fisher for help. St. John Fisher, pray for us. So, thank you all so much for watching this video. Before you click off this video, please check out my website, kidcatholic.com. My shop is up there. You can contact me. Details about my speaking engagements are up there, so please go check that out. If you want me to come and speak to your church, conference, youth group, parish, men's group, women's group, whatever it might be, please email me at kidcatholic1@gmail.com. or go to my website, kidcatholic.com, contact me. We can email back and forth from there and work out details. Please comment any saint or topic suggestions that you might have for future videos. Please go check out the Kid Catholic shop. There's so many awesome things on there. Please like the video, click the red subscribe button down below and the bell next to it. That way you get notified when I come out with a new video. And please share this channel and video with your friends and family. Make sure that they know about Kid Catholic. So thank you all so much for watching. Let me know what you thought of today's topic or other actions that we can take to prevent this in the comments down below. This was Keaton of Kid Catholic. I will see y'all next week, and hi, Brielle.